Hey, it's BrickTsar, and it's time to look at a vintage Lego book. This one, it goes all the way back to 1970. You know, I was just building this set last week or so. We did a video of that set right there, 721, and I'm working on finishing another one that's very similar to that called 720. And I was actually looking for something else today, and I came across this book, and I hadn't looked at this book in a long time, so I don't even remember exactly what all is in here. I'm sure it'll come to me as we look through it. But it's Der Lego Motor, which I think means the Lego motor. So that was a pretty big deal back in 1970. It hadn't even been that long since Lego invented the Lego wheel in the 60s as far as for the brick built system. So the trains came out in the 60s. Some of them were motorized, but 1970 really started, or actually 69, I think, is when we started really getting the 12-volt system going really good. So this was a 12-volt system train here. So let's see what's in here. I'm sure there'll be probably a lot of non-train related stuff I don't remember. So let's get to it. The Der Lego motor. First inside cover is all red. Alright, we'll go to the next page. And this is in German. I apologize. I think what I should probably do, if it is in German, is get my daughter, Zarevna, to do a video with me, and perhaps we could put it on her channel, just do all the German speak, because Spielen und Lernen mit Lego, that sounds German. I'm pretty sure that's German. Alright. It says, Das ist der Lego Motor. Hier ist ein, yes, that's definitely German. Aschen nicht so, I can't speak German. So that's the blue 4.5 volt Lego motor. That's the blue battery box, holds 3 C batteries. This shows you how to take apart the motors. Yes, the old Lego motors, when they broke down, you could repair them. You could buy the parts to fix them. That's something Lego should have done with the 9-volt system that they did not do, because there's no way to really repair those. Alright, and this shows different ways of using the Lego motor. I'm sure there's information there talking about this. This is where you have the wire connected, the battery box. You can put the battery box on top of the motor. There's little connectors there that connect to the underside of the motor, like so. So when you do it, the motor will go. The problem is starting and stopping it. So what they did, they made this start-stop switch, and you got this direction changer here. This is another device that you can attach that uses these same contacts, and you can actually reverse the direction. It changes the polarity. It's a pretty neat idea. There's some sets that I have yet to review, like the Super Set. Then there's also a set 88, and there's set 140 that I want to review, and there's another remote control truck I need to do. And then there's a set that they took 3 of the different large vehicle sets and combined. I need to do a review of that. So this shows the different types of train couplers. This is pretty much what they started with, the hook coupler. And then when they created the magnet couplers, much better system. And now, of course, we got the magnets that will flip. These were polarity sensitive. You see, those attract if they're red and blue. The blues and the reds will oppose it. The blues oppose each other, and the reds oppose each other. All right, this is the electronic train. This came out in 1968, I think, or 67 or 60. I don't know. I did a video of set 118. Also, they have another version, set 138. 118, you could blow a whistle, and there was a sensor. There's the whistle, and it could change the direction. Now, think about this. 50 years ago, basically. That was pretty big technology. So, and they were so proud of it, they wanted the electronics visible. So you can see all the little capacitors and resistors, transistors, whatever in there. So I thought that was a pretty neat Lego set. It's one of my favorite, and it is one of the hardest Lego sets to get, and it is one of the most expensive Lego sets if you get it sealed in a box. As far as train sets, one of the most expensive Lego train sets sealed in a box. More so than any set that's come out in the last probably 40 years. Alright, so, and here's some other things you can do. There's the 12-volt system there with the center rail. There's a train similar to that. Oh, this is a different one. but it shows how to convert a train to 12 volt. Then we show it making a windmill go. I'm not really interested in that. Alright. There's more of the details. I have a transformer just like that. It's got the different outputs. You get one that's steady voltage. You got one that, yeah, one's for the locomotives. That's the one that you can adjust, and then you got one for the switch track. So that's kind of a fixed voltage. And then this one is like 3.8 volts. Might be for lights. Oh yeah, I could look at it. Yeah, it's for lights. I've never actually used it, so I need to do that. So if you've seen some of my recent hauls, I've been stockpiling 12 volt track of both the 80s and the 70s. So this obviously, since this book came out in 1970, it's not talking about the 80s track. It's showing the remote control switch tracks. That's pretty neat. I've never actually done one of these. Even though I have these, I've never actually operated them, so I need to get that going. And then this is the 4.5 volt system with just your battery operated trains, and then they convert it to 12 volt here. Nice. Oh, this book's turning out better than I thought. Oh, look at the track plans. I don't know what I said right there. So the geometry with the track will mostly work. I think the switch tracks were a little different than the modern switch tracks. So the modern switch tracks, they don't go parallel. They kind of go, and then you got to have a curve. This is all built in one, and they're a little close. I think they actually fit closer together than parallel tracks in the 9 volt and power functions. But the track width, the track length is still 5 inches. So that's a pretty neat layout right there. I could actually probably build that. I like one though with more cross tracks like this. That one's got 3. And anything that you can run more trains. This one you probably only really run 2 trains with a couple in a passing siding. But yeah, I like stuff like that where there's possibilities for crashes. Alright, and then here's some of your basic layouts that you can build. Most of the sets either came with a circle or oval or track. None of them came as a set with a figure 8 that I know of. But you always had to buy that as an accessory. Alright, now here's a little setup. It shows little people. Not the Fisher Price little people, but brick built people. I think that's pretty neat. There's a water tower and some custom items they built there. I hope you're enjoying the look at this book. My book's about to fall apart. This is going to take longer than I thought. Ooh, it's biggin mit einem Kopftal. I don't know. I said that wrong. Alright, they're set 720. I'm working on building that. But there's a custom bridge they built. Some custom vehicles. That's a custom car. These are customs. Oh, look at that station. I just love... I love that they built stuff. It's mostly standard bricks and plates. You got a few specialty items like the lights and the antenna. Some printed pieces. But this is, just like a lot of 1x2s and stuff like that. And see how they lit it up. I imagine they did that with Lego lights right there. And yeah, even they got interior lights. It's beautiful. I need to do something. When I do the vintage city, this is what I have in mind, stuff like this. So then it goes through details of how to build different locomotives, some customs. This is a set, but then they show different things that you can build. Just different ideas. Man, there's a lot of words in this book. It might take Tsarevna and I several videos to go through this book. We might just consider a section at a time. So here shows converting set 120, which I think was a push train. So it shows how to convert it to a motorized train. I think 120 came with a couple of hopper wagons, like tipper cars. All right, now here's a big city setup they got going. Oh, really nice. Got a harbor. And this is 4.5 volt here. So this is the battery train. This is set 116 right there. There's a little factory. So the great thing about battery trains, you didn't have to worry about reversing loops. So that was nice. Then here's some more. That's set 119. And then here's that. Oh, look at that. Is that the rocket? Well, no. It's. Oh my goodness. Do you see what I see? Studs not on top. It is a Lego monorail. Unbelievable. I totally forgot about this. So they used one single piece of the blue track and they've made a monorail. I need to build something like that. Note to myself, try to do this. Try to make a Lego monorail. That is pretty cool. I'm really excited about that. Oh. Alright. So this is a really good book. Look at all the words. I wish I could read them. Puffy Billy. Puffy Billy. Oh, wait a minute. What did they call this other one back here? See if they had a name for it. Where was it? Oh, I guess it's way back here. I'll figure it out later. William Headley. Globnik Andai Rustgarden. I can't read it. He named it Puffy Billy. Is that, boy, I'm really curious. You get my daughter down here to help me translate this. And I know some of you, obviously, a lot of you in Europe, you're bi, tri, quadruple lingual. You can speak a lot of these languages. I really, as much as I've dealt with stuff that's from Germany over the last 20 years, I should know more German than I do. All right, this is the old, these are the passenger cars from set 119. And these wheels, though, the only problem with them is they do not roll well at all. I mean, they're terrible. And so that monorail that I was looking at, that might be a problem if you use these wheels. But maybe you can lubricate them or something. Right now it's showing the electronic train that we talked about earlier. Electronic. See, the Germans, they're just so ahead of the times, you know. Electronic music, electronic trains. And they gave us this book. Well, actually, this book was probably made in Denmark. But Robert Stevenson! I know that name. He built the rocket. But thank you, Germany, for giving us a lot of good things like craft work. All right, there's another big station. That looks like a Santa Fe train. Oh, no. But it's probably not because it's got an engine in the front and the back. But that color scheme, it looks like the Santa Fe. Of course, they didn't have a ton of gray bricks that you could build with back then. They mostly gray plates. Not a lot of gray bricks at all. But that is as close to the Santa Fe as you get, except this is obviously some kind of other type of train, I think. Let's see what it says here. I'd have to read this. Eisenbahn. That means train. I know that much. I wonder if some of it's just random history on the side. It doesn't really apply to the pictures. It's like they got a locomotive history going on here. Is the way it looks. All right, here's some more different trains. That looks... These look like they're all customs. There's some more. That's a neat with all the clear pieces there. I hope you're enjoying this book as much as I am. Next page. I feel like I'm skipping a page. Whoa! Oh! Page is torn, but they got this round building here. That is so neat. Nice. And here's set 720, which is a set I am wanting to build. I wonder if that's actual from the instruction manual there. Those pictures. Probably is. I'm looking forward to building that one. Oh, here's all the cars for it. I guess I could just use this for the I got the instruction manual, but these are definitely look like the same cars from set 720. That's the recent... Wait, the oh, not stickers. They're still sitting on the table here. That's what I got these printed pieces for. There's some more over here. Some of these go to other things, but that's what I... See, it's pretty much a simple build. All the box cars, it's just basically standard bricks and doors, but you needed the printed pieces, so pretty easy to make. Not too bad. All right, there's a yard with, I guess it's like a coal station, because they can lift stuff. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Oh, what else do we have? Wow, that's another view of that same thing there. This is a really good book. I might have should have done this in sections. Oh well, we're going to keep going on. More passenger trains. Nice. Whoa! Oh man. Nice. I'm sitting here looking. I totally forgot about all this. It's a big setup. That's 4.5 volt. Some more suggested ideas for, and there are a lot of words in this book. Oh, look at them carrying that stuff on the side like that. There's a caboose. Oh, I love that truck. Yellow truck. I collect yellow trucks. Nice. This is really nice. More words. This is definitely a train book. No doubt about it. There's some little engine sheds. I like the little brick built people they got all throughout this. That's a nice. Look at it. There's a rail yard where they got the storage for the tracks. They're going to build tracks. Awesome. There's another locomotive. This is set 116, which is also set 127. Here is 123, 124. That's a giveaway right there. 122. This one is a little tricky, I think. Is it? There's one of them that was getting the pieces for is a little tricky. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been a different number. Maybe it wasn't that one. Alright. More freight cars. I like that working crane there. There's 2 cars carrying a big truss system going on there. Neat. Now we're getting into Imon names Bill. Does that mean one man named Bill? Whoa! 12 volt. Look at it, man. Oh, ooh, that train's going whoosh. That's a set. Ah, nice. But most everything else in there is like custom build. There's that one set right there, interlocking tower. Some more pieces. Little engine shed or warehouse or something. Little factory. Oh, this is so neat. Another engine shed. Another little dock. Like the engine shed looks really good. Might have been hard to build that with the yellow. It's crossing. Signals. I like those signals. Bridges. Very important in the world of trains because trains need to go flat. So anytime you're in a hilly terrain, you got to have bridges. But you notice that I know some. I really like the Lego cities that people make where they build mountains and hills. It's so easy to make when we make our Lego cities for them to be flat because the base plates are flat and elevation is a little tricky. But in the real world, unless you live in Florida, where everything's flat, you got hills and you need bridges and things like that. So this is pretty neat, giving you ideas of how to build some of these bridges. More factory areas, places under. Oh, look, those pieces we saw, those trusses, they're bringing them over here to build this. Neat. They just tie everything in together. There's that interlocking tower. That was set 340. I'm doing all this from memory, so some of these numbers may be wrong. You can correct me if you want. Okay, these are some of the first Lego buildings that were really for trains. And I think they might have actually been more for the HO scale stuff than for Lego trains, because they really didn't have many Lego trains. But this is like a train station. This is a warehouse. And this is 342. This is 341. I think. And for some reason they're talking about Bill Cody and Buffalo Bill here. I do not know why. It's the same person. Klein Schwischleckender der Superlative. I think they're just still going through the Lego, the train history there. Alright, here's some more. They got a lot of stuff going on, motorized. Going on there. But you notice, if you're like, why is everything red and blue and yellow and white and black? because that was the color. Look, a Lego roller coaster. It's not really a Lego roller coaster, but there's a hill. They made a hill. They turned the train tracks on their side. Or did they? Oh no, they used straight, and then they got this. They didn't connect it on the end, so that's how they did that. Okay, I was wondering about that. Now Lego City. There's a firehouse in the middle of it. Pretty neat. More from the Lego City. That's a big fire station. A blow up of that tractor. It's kind of scary looking. I'm Schwarzman Museum. Some more little. Now we're getting into the non-train related stuff. Okay, so the train parts were really, really good. Okay, now here's the harbor. There's some tracks near it, so we're good. We're still into trains. My book is totally falling apart. And all the details. I'm going too fast. I'm sorry. This video is going to be like 30 minutes long. Alright, oh, they're building a ship, looks like. A lighthouse. Got the light brick right up there. I got some of these old light bricks. It's like, I think it's amazing that some of the bulbs would still be working after almost 50 years. Airport. Monorail. Oh. Got to build that monorail. I just wonder though with the monorail track, since the I think it's just one track. Gotta see what kind of angles you can get. The good thing is you can use inner and outer tracks together, so you might get some different geometry than you could with a standard Lego train. I love that. I wonder if it's motorized or it's just. It looks like it's just a push. We should try to figure out if we can make it motorized. Big airplane. Be neat if you can make an airplane that will fly. It's carrying supplies for the airport. Airplanes. That hangar looks like it's getting attacked by a big six-legged creature. Wonder how close this building is. Some of these things to the. There's an airport set that I've always wanted to build, and I can never find the instructions for. This is 4 wide. This is yeah. They made narrow gauge. That is neat. The Saturn V rocket. This is awesome. Let's see if it says anything here. I don't know. I don't see anything. I can't read it. Wow. I saw astronaut in there. Alright. Ooh, now we're getting into space. It's a space base of some type. All that done with white, blue, black, and clear. And red wheels. That's amazing. There's some, yeah, that's clear. Is it? Because I think these are all clear. That's not gray. That's clear. I think. Pretty neat. And then more trains. They're digging for gold. That's pretty neat. They got a little cable car type thing. What do you call it? Not a cable car. A lift. Whatever. In 70 Strunstand das Reisenhaus. Oh look, blue trees. Back in the day, when I was a kid, we had to cut down blue trees with my blue ox. Alright, there's the windmill. Another windmill. Alright, now we're getting into some of the less interesting stuff. I don't know what this is. This must be rubber bands here. It probably goes. My cat. The first Lego merry-go-round. It's the Grand Carousel. Oh, look at that ride, man. That's a little amusement park ride. That's pretty neat. Whoa, page came out. I do not know what that is. Scoop stuff up. Oh, you can make it motorized. What? Looks like they got the string go around the wheel, but it might still go. I don't know. Should have to try that. Oh, look. There's a... spit out the bricks, huh? More stuff here and there. Using the gears, which are fairly new. More uses of the gears. I want to do some more things with the gears, like make my minifigure display review stand. Oh, look, the use of printed bricks. Nice. What on earth? That's interesting. And the last page, unless I lost a page, which is very possible with this book, because it is worn out and taped together. 242 is the number. 1970 is the year. Awesome is der Lego motor. Thank you for watching this video. I thoroughly enjoyed showing you one of the most awesome Lego ideal books. It almost rivals my favorite Lego ideal book, which is 7777. 7777. Yeah, that's the 12 volt Lego train ideal book. So this one is basically the blue track era 12 volt and 4.5 volt Lego train ideal book. Pretty cool. Tell me what you think about the book in the comments below. Would you like to see more old Lego books like this? I got a ton. I got tons of ideal books. I got every BrickTsar magazine ever made. I got every, I'm pretty sure I still got every Lego Club magazine. So I don't know, I got a ton of them. So if you want to see any of them, let me know in the comments below. Hit subscribe. I gotta go finish building their Lego train. We will see you in the next video. It's BrickTsar.